Hey everyone, I'm Jeff Teague with Fred Anderson Toyota in Raleigh. I have a gigantic challenge this morning. I'm going to tell you all the differences between every trim level of the 2018 Highlander so that you can pick the best one for you and your family. Please write down in the comments section which trim level is your favorite. Let's get started. Today I brought with me a whole pack of my friends. LE 4-cylinder, LE V6, the LE Plus, the world famous SE model, my friend and yours, XLE, limited trim level, what? And since I'm on a roll, limited platinum in the house. First thing you need to ask yourself is what engine do you want? There's one trim level, the LE 4-cylinder, that's a 2.7 liter 4-cylinder engine. It has 185 horsepower, 184 foot-pounds of torque. It's a 6-speed electronically controlled transmission. All the other trim levels are gonna be this baby over here. This is the 3.5 liter V6 engine. It has 295 horsepower, 263 foot-pounds of torque, and it has an 8-speed direct shift electronically controlled transmission. So those are the differences there. Like always, I'm going to start with the differences in the front. You won't see a lot of differences, but I'm going to point them out. They all have Toyota safety sense, so there'll be a radar here behind the Toyota emblem, and then there'll be a camera here that's facing outward so that you can see the lines in the road, and then the car can also see oncoming cars for lane departure alert with steering assist and also for automatic high beams. The radar tells you pre-collision system information and also dynamic radar cruise control. So this is the LE. It can be the same for 4-cylinder or 6-cylinder. Has projector beam headlights with daytime running lights. Then it has sort of a brushed chrome front grille. Here's the tip-off that I know it's an LE. It has no fog lights, so the insert will be here, but no fog lights. Now the LE Plus is going to look almost the same, except for you'll see the telltale sign. It's going to have fog lights in the front. So this is LE Plus. That's the only difference in the front of the car. This one you can tell from a mile away. This is the SE trim level. It's noticeable by its gloss black front grille, and you can also see the black roof rails along the side. Those are sort of the accent signature marks of the SE. And then it has projector beam headlights. It also has LED daytime running lights and fog lights. So that's the SE. A few subtle differences on the XLE. So this is our friend XLE here. Still has the brushed chrome front grille, projector beam headlights, fog lights. What you'll notice on this one here is it's going to have on the roof rails, it's going to be more of a shiny chrome. So that's kind of a way that you can know from the front of it. It'll also have a sunroof in it, or a moonroof. Now we're getting up to the big boys here. This is the limited, and it's got shiny chrome accents on the front grille, projector beam headlights, LED daytime running lights, fog lights. And then you'll notice the difference between this one and the Platinum is it will not have front parking sonars on this model. And now we've got the limited Platinum here. A couple noticeable differences here. It looks very similar to the limited. However, it has the front parking sensors here for parking sonar. Remember, the limited has it on the back. The limited Platinum has it on the front and the back. So you'll see this, and then you'll also see a camera hidden in here in the middle of the grille. That's for the bird's eye view camera with the perimeter scan. I'll tell you more about that shortly. Wheel size and appearance, we're gonna see a ton of differences here. This is our friend, the LE model, and it's 18-inch alloy wheels, 5-spoke machine finished alloys. LE Plus has the same wheels as the LE, so it's really hard to tell them apart. The SE has wheels all of its own. Wheels and SE keep on turning. These are 19-inch multi-spoke machined alloy wheels with the black finish all around. Very unique. This is the XLE, and it's got what they call turbine look alloy wheels on it. It's more of a smoky charcoal gray color accent. Limited has 19-inch Chrome Tech alloy wheels, very distinguishable. You can tell them a mile away. Limited Platinum is also very noticeable. These are 19-inch dark Chrome Tech alloy wheels. So if you want the limited, that's going to be the shiny Chrome Tech wheels. These ones here, a little bit more subtle, a little bit smoked out. I'm going to go down the sides of these vehicles so you can see the differences and kind of tell you a little bit about it. I love that the Highlander is very aerodynamic, very classy, sporty lines on it, gets great gas mileage, and then you've got the side view mirrors, quick flip around here. They also have the turn signal indicators in them, just like that. Okay, going down the line here, the white one is the SE, This is the XLE on the left, and you can tell the roof rack, the SE has the black signature roof rack, and then this one has the polished chrome roof rack. And then you can see in the indicator, there's me, blind spot monitor in the SE as well as in the XLE. And finally, going down the side of the Limited and the Limited Platinum, you can see the wheels on either side. Actually, that's kind of a cool picture here. Got Limited shiny wheels and darker wheels on the Limited Platinum. So now on the turn signal indicators, they both have turn signal indicators and they both also have blind spot monitor. Here's something you'll see. This is the bird's eye view camera with perimeter scan. See the camera under here? It's also on the other mirror. That's what helps you see the 360 view. I'm gonna do a quick scan of the backs of the cars. Not too many differences. In the LE, ironically enough, it won't say LE on it because that's reserved for the LE Plus. This one has a manual power back hatch. And then now on the LE Plus, which ironically enough says LE, and then this one here has an opening back glass hatch. And then once we shut that, on the LE Plus, you go up to a power lift gate. Holla! Now some of these cars are going to have, just as an option, the rear bumper protector. That's the glossy part. Otherwise, it's just going to look like this one over here. See the glossy rear bumper protector? SE looks the same. XLE looks the same. Limited has the rear parking lights. Those are outlined with chrome. And then you'll also see this one has parking sonar in the back. And then the Limited Platinum has the same chrome outlines. It has rear parking sonar. Remember, this one has front parking sonar as well. For rear seat configuration, there are two ways to do it. You automatically get a third row seat no matter what trim level you get. That's standard on the car, whether you use it or not, it's yours. You can have the seats up or down. Now the second row, that can either be two captain's chairs in the middle, or it can be a bench seat across. The lower levels are gonna have the bench seat across no matter what. When you get up to the higher levels, you start to get choices. So here's how you move the seats up and down. Pull this strap, and they lay down flat like that. Now, to get the whole open cargo space, it moves down like this. So you can really open up the cargo space to move a piece of furniture. It really opens it up. You can also be kind of versatile, and maybe you want to have one seat up, one seat down, one back seat up, and then use this for animals or something like that, like your dogs. Lots of different configurations here. Here's how the back seat space works on something with two captain's chairs in the middle. So now, you still have that room, but you also have a little bit of a gap here. There is a tray table you can put up that kind of closes the gap just a little bit more for you. You can also buy cargo trays or cargo mats to cover that up in case you have animals or dogs that want to sit across there and use that as their kingdom. This is the rear seat cargo space in something with the captain's chairs. So again, you have a walkway that goes to the third row. The tray table comes up very easily, and then you can adjust the seats forward and backward to give more leg room in the third row or more leg room in the second row. You can kind of mix it up. All right, here's how the middle seat works for third row. You can make yourself have a lot of leg room here. There's actually a good amount of leg room. Very good head room, shoulder room, elbow room. You can move it all the way across. Fits 3 people very comfortably. And then you can adjust this based on whether you want to have more or less room. It has cup holders right here. And then I'm going to come out and show you. Now we've got rear temperature controls, also double USB ports back here. And the way the air works is it comes out from the top, either heating or cooling. So it cools all of the seats and passengers. Now I'm going to show the interior of each trim level and kind of paint a picture so that you can see if each trim level would be good for you. Here's the rear temperature controls. Again, double USB ports in the back. Now here's looking at it from the front. Things are very well laid out. I have a lot of customers comment that from the driver's side, you can reach just about all the controls very, very easily with little distraction. You'll notice that there are 3 different USB ports in the front, 2 in the back, so that's 5 total USBs. Very large cup holders. Also bottle holders in the doors. The front seats of the Ellie, the seats are fabric, they're very durable, actually very comfortable. This one has a manual driver's seat, although it does have a control, a lever that you can pump up and down your seat for if you're taller or shorter. The bar goes forward and backward. Here is where your gasoline release button is. Wipers, auto high beams. A lot of the controls, like I said, are very well laid out here. Let's see, steering wheel. This is lane departure alert, radar cruise control, your cruise control actual buttons. Then we've got Bluetooth, pick up the call, hang up the call, voice commands, radio controls. And then this is our multi-information display here. It gives you different pieces of information about your car. That's for radar cruise control, lane departure alert. These are settings so you can turn your lane departure alert on and off setup. Steering assist is off, steering assist is on. You can change the sensitivity from standard to high. Sway warning, it actually gives you a warning if you're going outside of your lane too much. It says, hey, maybe it's time for a rest. Pre-collision system. And then this tells you a little bit of information about your car. And there we go. So now over here, like I said, 3 USB ports and a circular plug-in, a snow button, traction control off. This one has manual temperature controls on it. Still very easy to use, but yeah, they're manual. This is a 6-inch screen here. It's the Entune audio. So it's all touchscreen. You can do FM, adjust your bass and treble this way, like that. And going up above, this is not an auto-dimming rear view mirror, no home link, no garage door openers, sunglass holder with the little, I call it a spy mirror. And then we've got lighted mirrors here. Does the passenger get a lighted mirror? Yes, holla. And that's our LE model. This is the LE Plus. The first thing you'll notice is the combination seats. They're fabric outlined with Softex interior. And then here's the front of it. You'll notice that the radio system has an 8-inch screen in it. That's the Entune Audio Plus. Let's see if we can look at the seats here. Remember, they're outlined with Softex. Okay, now looking inside, this is one big difference. It has a power driver seat with lumbar support, so you can use those power controls to get your seat just right. The other thing you'll notice, this is the power liftgate button here. It also has a new technology called engine start and stop. At traffic lights or stop signs, it'll actually shut the engine off to save fuel, so you won't be idling and burning fuel. Now going on in here, we'll notice the 8-inch screen. It also has satellite radio added to it, so that's a big benefit. The other benefit is it's got digital tri-zone temperature controls, so you can have passenger be right over here. I like it colder, so I'll be at the lowest setting, and then 67 for the rear temperature, so you can just kind of do it like that. Also, a couple of different features. This is also the same on every trim level. It's got what's called smart storage. A lot of people say, well, what's that good for? You can put like your brochure up here, or you can put your phone, and then you can run your cables through here, right there, that pops out, and then charge it without them getting in the way. Now on the Entune system, since it's Entune Audio Plus, the 8-inch screen, it gives you access to different apps like traffic and weather. It also gives you access to the Scout GPS link, which is navigation through your smartphone. You connect it with a USB cable, and then it has moving maps, so you can use that as your navigation system in the car. So this is the SE model. This is where things get very different on the inside. Big upgrades here. Leather seats with sort of like a ribbon stitching is what they call it. This is the first level that has 7 passenger seating standard on it. So you've got the 2 captain's chairs with the tray table that lowers in the middle. In the front, we've got a power driver seat. Again, the big radio screen, 8-inch. Let's go over here so you can see the seats. This is full leather seats, remember? Okay. All right, now what we've got going on here is this is Entune Premium radio system. So it has the Entune app suite. It also has built-in navigation system. What I mean by the app suite is you'll get access to things like Pandora, iHeartRadio, navigation. Once you set it, you'll get all these different apps here, stock prices, fuel prices, things like that. And then the navigation, go back here, just like that. You can also use voice commands to give you directions. I'm going to use the voice command button here. Find nearby Best Buy.
Which POI would you like?
Oh, hurricane's coming. Forecast for Raleigh, North.
Please try again.
Forecast.
Today's forecast is thunderstorms with a high of 88 and a low of 73.
And look out for Hurricane Florence. It's coming. Yikes. The other thing it has in the sport model, the SE, is ambient lighting on the inside. It's really hard to see, but it's actually in here. I don't know if you can see it on my hand. It's like an ambient blue lighting under there. It's also in the interior of the doors. Hey, I am so far from perfect. I forgot a couple things about the SE model. It comes standard with the moonroof and the auto-dimming rear view mirror. So those are additional standard features. This is our XLE. The thing that's unique about this one is you can choose whether you want to have a bench seat or captain's seat. So you just say, do I want seating for up to 7 or seating for up to 8? Now, standard on the XLE, we've got a 120 volt plug-in that's standard on the car. And then also, you'll have sunshades right like that, so the kids won't get blinded on trips. That is really cool. On the XLE, it's going to have full leather seats with contrast stitching. Still has a power driver seat, power rear back hatch button. Sorry, trying to get in here unscathed. It's going to have the 4.2-inch multi-information display that gives you more information than we had on the previous ones I showed you. There's the engine start-stop information. This one's all-wheel drive, so you can see all-wheel drive control. It's an on-demand system. Works very well. I took it to Asheville, and it worked great in a snowstorm. So now, heated front seats. By the way to open up this console, you push down, and it gives you extra storage there. The other thing we'll see in the XLE is HomeLink for garage door openers. Sunroof. You'll notice with the black interior, it has sort of like a brown accent color. So you have to decide what you think about that. There's some of these controls here. And I think that's it for the XLE. Yeah, that's it. No, it isn't. Wait, it's not. On the apps, we've got Driver Easy Speak. What that does is it allows the passenger's voice to project to the third row through the speaker system. That way you can say, hey kids, keep your hands to yourself, or good news kids, we're at Disney World. Woohoo! So that's a nice feature there. That's Driver Easy Speak. All right, now I'm peeking inside the Limited here, so let's get a tour of this one here. Somebody with the Limited is somebody who's going to want the perforated leather seats. You can get either 7 or 8 passenger in this one, so captain's chairs or bench, your choice. These are the perforated seats. The thing that's cool about those is you can heat them or cool them. It has heated or ventilated seats. And then JBL speakers. Sunroof up there. It also has the wood grain trim, classy wood grain trim there. Let's see if I forgot anything else at all. Yes, I forgot one thing. The passenger seat is a power driver's seat. So what you can do with this one is you cannot move it up and down, but you can move it forward and backward and adjust the back of the seat. And there's the Limited. This is the Limited Platinum. What you'll see for upgrades, you'll see this one has the captain's chairs. Again, you get your choice. It has heated rear seats, so that's an extra perk. Now the sunroof, it's the panoramic full sunroof there. I'll show you how that works in just a minute. You'll also get over here heated steering wheel. That's that button right there. Remember, this one has front parking sonar and rear parking sonar. It's also got rain sensing wipers, puddle lights with a Highlander projection on it. Now I have got to show you how this bird's eye view camera works. Push that. It's going to show you what's around. It shows that I've got a car around me. Matter of fact, it even says it's a black car. Let's see if they were right. It is black. You can also get different views of the car. That is really something. It uses 4 cameras around the car. That's how you can get the 360 view. We saw one of those in the side view mirror. Nice. That's awesome. Here's how the panoramic roof works. Goes all the way to the back, just like a mullet. And then the front half of the glass opens up, but everybody gets access to the beautiful sunlight. Let's close those suckers up. I hope this comparison was helpful to you. I think if I had to choose, I'd go with the XLE. So you write down in the comment section which trim level you would pick for you and your family, and let's see what kind of different answers we get. Thank you so much for watching. As Eric the actor says, bye for now.